How do you explain environmental racism? Because when we put a lot of big words and things,
I was about to say, can you break that down? Like,
bad things that happen in your
Only
in your hood, yes,
yeah, exactly.
bad things that happen in your neighborhood because of how it was put together.
Yeah.
But it's not something that we talk about enough. I feel like a lot of conversations that I've heard about racism, it's usually systemic, and it's like we have this system, and like, okay, cool, we got that part, and we understand oppression. And when you get into redlining, I feel like that's where I see the conversation stop.
Yeah.
But there are neighborhoods all across, America that are built a certain way so that certain pollutions can hit those neighborhoods.
Yes.
So those people suffer. And then we don't really pay attention to them because it's marginalized voices. And then when you deal with political apathy, which is when people don't want to vote and they don't care about what's going on, they don't know, they don't have the language, they don't have the tools to raise awareness to those issues. So in me doing some research, I was like, okay, I ended up covering 3 different places and communities in that piece. So in St. James, Louisiana, they have something called Cancer Alley. Terrible, terrible name. So it's an 85-mile stretch, right? And they got these big old factories that take in crude oil. So what people do is they go into the ground, they pump up this black liquid, it's very thick, and it is composed of like extinct organisms and animals, whatever. And they take that into a factory and they refine it. They do a bunch of stuff to it. And in the process of them making household products, which is what, you clean with, there's plastics and all these other different things, it emits fumes. So those fumes, they let off like formaldehyde, benzene, and something else. I did a lot of research doing this. And those things, when inhaled in your water or through the air, can give you like respiratory cancer. There's another one that happens in your like nasal area, like behind. You can get that. There's a lot of women that go into labor early. They have a lot of premature births. You can also have a child with birth defects because of what you're inhaling. It's a very big issue. So this has been going on since like the 70s or something like that. I could be wrong on the number, but it's been an issue for a long time. And a lot of residents have died over the years due to cancer because of where they live.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, this is a really big problem. I live in New York and I didn't know this, but I live in New York and I didn't know this. So what's happening in New York?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, all right, cool. If we gonna go from Louisiana on this poem, let's bring it to the Bronx. What's going on over here? I find out we have high rates of asthma where I'm from. So I'm like, oh, why? There's a bunch of highways built by the projects and all those trucks, the gas and all that, the kids are inhaling that. So I'm like, okay, crazy. I have asthma. Very interesting. So I'm like, all right, but let's get to another marginalized community. Who else am I not seeing right now? Because my work isn't just about me. It's intersectional for a reason. You have to be able to be a voice for somebody who doesn't have one.